Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, named right after my name, Miss NoBuntu. If you have not subscribed yet and you have not hit the notification, you're playing. So please hit the subscribe button down below. It's red, and right next to it, especially if you're on a desktop, there is a bell icon next to it. Please hit that too, and it'll give you options on how to get notifications from me for every time that I upload. Welcome back to my channel. Listen to me when I tell you, future employers must court you as their potential candidate coming to you and offering you a job. They are courting you, and they must healthily entice you to choose them as the organization that you are going to come and bring your skills and your abilities and your IP, your intellectual property to. They must court you. They must go the extra mile to let you know, the candidate, that we want you. You're not a statistic. We don't have 55 choices that have such a great curriculum vitae and great experience and exactly the thing we want. You're actually the person we want. So they must send you the message that we want you. Otherwise, when you become an eager beaver over responding to their show of interest in you, that's when they begin to get you. Maybe there's room for exploiting this one. She's a bit too eager beaver in responding to us. She's a bit too desperate in how she's responding to our interest in her. Let's see how far we can take this dangling of this job in front of her, and how desperately she keeps responding and calling us back and letting us know she's available and letting us know she's keen to come in anytime. She's keen to start next week. That's what employers do when you are so eager and responding to them when they call you and say, hey, we're interested in you. I remember being offered a job and thinking that I was doing my due diligence in calling back and following up and keeping myself in their mind. But it's like, you don't have to do that, because before that you didn't know them, and you didn't know that they needed you, and you didn't know that they wanted you. I have to say this over and over again. The workplace is like a relationship. Getting a job is like a man pursuing you, or is like someone showing interest in you and saying, I'd like to date you, I'd like to court you, I'd like to take you to dinner and to the movies, and I'd like to snatch you out of the market. That's what getting a job is about. Your employer should court you. Don't be so eager in how you respond to their interest in you. Don't pay for yourself to go to interviews. They're supposed to fly you in and fly you out, accommodate you, all of that, because they want you. Now, there can be slight concessions you make, like, you don't have to pay for my, accommodation in the first month if you don't have that kind of money in this company, but at least give me a month to find accommodation while not working for you. And then I'll start after a month. Don't ask me to start work next week. When am I going to get time to find accommodation for myself? When am I going to get time to get settled? When am I going to get time to make a smooth transition from where I am to where you are? An employer wants you is not going to make demands that are unreasonable of you. An employer that has respect for your skill, for what you have to offer, they're going to wine and dine you. They're supposed to wine and dine you, because they need to send the message that whoever else is making an offer, please drop them and pick us. We want you. Trust yourself. Trust your skill. Trust what you have to offer and the value of it. The moment you respond too eagerly, the moment you think you're trying to show due diligence by calling back and calling back, it opens a gap that lets the person know, she's desperate, he's desperate. Let's see how desperate they are based on how much they call us and let us know they're interested in the job. And that can get used against you to exploit you. When employers begin to show interest in you, respond accordingly, but back off. Stay distant. When they say they're going to call you and they don't call you back, don't call them back. When they say they're going to contact you at a later stage by such and such a date and they don't do it, don't contact them back. They are the ones who contacted you. They are the ones who initiated communication with you, and therefore they must keep the communication going. And they are the ones who must keep contact with you, and they must keep that going. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're being exploited and people know about your desperation. This is just like relationships. I remember just before I was married, there were like way too many men that showed interest. But the moment I over-responded to their interest with eagerness and did more than I should have been doing, they lost interest, and I was left confused thinking, but I didn't even know about you. I didn't even see you. I didn't even look at you like that before you showed interest in me. And now I'm responding eagerly, and you want to lose interest? Because why? In their minds, ooh, she's desperate. Let me see how much I can get out of her that she doesn't want to do. Let me see if I can ask for some things that she wouldn't want to do without any commitment. An employer is courting you and must court you. If they get in touch with you, they're the ones who must keep the communication going. You didn't know about them before they advertised. They're the ones who are out there looking for the thing that fits. And you have to understand that if they don't pick you, then there's a department that is defunct, that is not working because the role is not filled yet. So if they're not courting you and they're taking that risk, that means that they have options. But if they're courting you, you know that there's about to be a department that's going to be defunct if we don't hire this person who can do what we need. An entire department will be defunct if they don't hire you. Keep that in mind. And will be understaffed and overworked and dysfunctional as long as they don't hire you. So they must court you because they need you and you have the thing that they need. Don't let them exploit you. Don't let them make you call them back. Don't let them make you communicate more with them than you ever were going to. Do only the minimal. They respond and say, okay, we'd like you to come for an interview. These are the times you must choose. Okay, I choose this time. If they never call you back after that, don't call back. Just watch. Because that's how the devil operates, based on fear. Your fear is going to say, call and follow up. Don't follow up. Don't follow up. You did not initiate the communication. So you are not the one who's supposed to follow up. The moment you begin to follow up, ding, 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 ding. We've got a desperate one, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we can cut $5,000 from that budget that we had for this post. Don't let them know. Even if you are desperate, don't you let them know. They're supposed to court you. They're supposed to fly you across country this way and that way and get you on an Uber and pay for everything and pay for your meal and pay for this. They're supposed to court you because they are the ones who want you. People who really want you chase after you and go after you and do everything that they need to in order to get you, whether it's a relationship, whether it's at work. They go after you. Ever heard of those people who've been poached, who've been sought out by a company? They haven't even finished university and the company is already making them an offer and they're saying, we'll fly you, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this for you. That's how every job should be, and that's what every employer should be doing. Otherwise, if they have options, you have no business being there. They're looking for the candidate that they can exploit if they have options. Act accordingly. They must court you.